You can add any 3D object to your footage in just a few minutes, and you never have to open up a single piece of 3D modeling software to make it. Everything you just saw started as a conversation. I described a drone to an AI, it built the model, and I dropped that model straight into After Effects, without Blender or Cinema 4D. If you edit videos and you have always treated 3D as a wall you never wanted to climb, give me the next few minutes. I think the wall got a lot shorter than you realize. Meshy is sponsoring this video, and there's a discount code down in the description. If you want to try it yourself, new users get 60% off through the link below. This is Meshy, trusted by over 10 million creators with hundreds of millions of 3D models generated. First, I created a 2D image in Meshy. I told it I wanted a cinematic racing drone with a sharp angular body. And once the 2D image was created, I was easily able to use it as a reference image for the 3D modeling. I'm using the latest Meshy 6 model, and it took me longer to describe the drone than it took Meshy to build it. And the whole time I'm not modeling anything, I'm just describing what I want, like a director who finally gets listened to. And now the model exists, but it is gray, just geometry. But to give it a look, there's a texture button, and this is where it gets almost too easy. It takes the same reference images you already picked and applies it to the mesh automatically. You choose the resolution and you just let it run. You can also retexture with a prompt. It's an AI edit, but for the surface of your 3D model. You can even brush over one specific area, so only that part changes. I tried it, and I get a pretty scary result that looked like a white ghost. So instead I decided to just change the color with a simple text prompt. And every version is sitting in a history panel on the right. So going back to the good one, to the good version, took just one click. Nothing gets destroyed, and that means you can export, and then it was already time for After Effects. As you can see, I've played around a bit more with the texture, and I also have a blue version, like here, which I'm going to use because my desk setup, which we're going to see in a second, is pretty dark. So I'd rather go with a dark blue than black to at least have some kind of contrast. Now, to download it, I would actually go for GLB, which also includes the texture and the whole 3D model, and we download it. Now, here in After Effects, I first create a composition like this, and here we just have a simple clip of my desk, and we're going to do some fun things with it right now. First of all, it feels like it already detected the color profile I shot in Vlog. Yes, exactly. So this is the vlog format, and this is the final result. Perfect. I will just slightly adjust it with some more saturation, or we could also add some more shadows and some more whites, which overall adds contrast and in the end increases the color as well. For now, we don't have to do a perfect color grading. The most important thing actually is to track our scene, because we want to place the drone around here somewhere. And for that, we need to track the camera. So make sure this clip is selected and hit track camera. Once the 3D camera tracker is finished, you just click on the effect and you can see a few points. And these are the tracking points that we can actually use to place an object. So let's say we would select these 4 points. I right click it and I would create a shadow catcher, camera and light, which is perfect if we want to add some more 3D objects like our drone, the GLB object. Now let's just drag and drop our drone onto the frame, and actually I will reduce the resolution and activate draft 3D so everything is just smoother for now. Okay, let's actually try to place the drone on the desk, and that works pretty well. Let's just move it like this and turn it 90 degrees. And already, look at this, the drone is placed on our desk. You can see it still has some space here, so we could move it down. And then this is even better. That's crazy, right? Next, we can adjust the light. The first light that has been created is a point light, but I would like to have an environment light for now. And you can see it also displays the shadows, which makes it look even more realistic. Next on, we are creating a new light, but this time a spotlight. Let's cast the shadows, and it's already yellow because the last light I've created is yellow. Now we need like this orange, because I want to show you something. We can actually move this light, okay, it's already close, around over here and point it onto the drone. To do that, I would switch to 2 views. Then on the right side, I activated the top view, and here is where you can see the lights. Okay, the light actually should be on the left side of the drone. So we just move it like this. Okay, the shadows right now are displayed, but they are a bit harsh. So let's fix that real quick. Looks good. Now that looks pretty good, but I want one more light because in real I had one more light from the right side, and that's what we're going to use as well. It's slightly cold, so I add a light blue, click OK, and then we move this light to this side. If we want it to hit the drone even more, we can bring it closer and a bit down, of course. Now this light again has a pretty harsh shadow. We'll diffuse it. This right here already is an amazing result, given the fact we only used Meshy for a few minutes and After Effects for a few minutes. And if you get into more detail and get even more creative with it, you can do a lot.
So here's where it lands after all of it. This will not replace a real 3D artist on a real production, because if you push the details too much, the geometry just gets strange. And if you ask for real precision, it starts to guess. But for concept films, pre-visualization and client pitches, Meshy 6 quality is absolutely plenty, and it is improving rapidly. But that was never the point. This is for the shot you can see in your head at midnight, with no budget to build it. Concept film the mock product ad for a client that didn't send you the product yet, and the idea you would normally kill because the pipeline felt too heavy for one person on its own. And now you just speak to something for 10 minutes and walk away with a usable asset. A year ago this would have sounded like a lie, but the tools are getting better rapidly. And if you want to try it yourself, new users can get 60% off using the code in my description. With the 3D agent of Meshy 6, you can get a usable asset just through a simple conversation. Happy creating!